Catherine, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Where are you at? Someplace different.
Yeah, I'm in Spain. I'm in Cordoba.
Oh, nice. Are you guys
It is.
are you guys just visiting or
Yeah, just for a few days. It's our vacation.
uh
We came by train. It was a long, long journey, but
really?
interesting.
Well, you're visiting Spain. Jill was just in Japan. Kevin's in Eugene, Oregon. And I'm in Battleground, which is oh, I wish I could give you guys a tour of Battleground. You'd know I'm laughing. Okay, so we were working on moves, I think 7 and 8 last time. Um, Jill, I don't remember. Do you know the second section of the form?
No, well,
So move six through 12, or excuse me, 7 through 12.
uh, I think
Well, we'll find out when we get there. And Catherine is
I think the first two, the 7 and 8,
you might know.
I have some recollection, but beyond that, no.
Okay, and I know Catherine has been practicing those new moves every day, 8 or 10 times every day.
Actually, not maybe not 10 times every day, but I did practice.
Good, good. Let's do those first two moves a couple times, and then we'll do the whole form from the beginning up through those two moves, and then we'll move on to the next move. All right. So I'm gonna adjust the camera a little bit. Okay. So normally when I would be doing these moves, I would be facing in this direction here, but I'm going to do them facing you guys. All right. So retreat, block, hit, advance, block, hit, set, kick, and push. All right. Squeeze and press down, hit, right, twist step, and step out, block to the knee, lift, and push. All right, relax, paint, and face forward. All right, so that was the seventh move, walk obliquely and twist step. Here's the eighth move, forward, back, forward, step back, reach under, scoop, and lift, readjust, press down and lift your knee into the press, and then both the foot and the hands come down at the same time. Circle the danchan and push out. All right, that's called raise knee. All right, so let's do it again. Okay, any questions? All right, let's do it twice from the very beginning of the form, all right, up to where we just stopped. Catherine, why don't you lead us on the first one, and then Jill can lead us on the second one. Okay? Good. Catherine,
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Watch the bottom of my foot. All right. Lift. You wanna actually lift the bottom. You don't want it to hang down like this. You want it to lift. Uh, that will help your balance a lot. However, once you get good at this, a lot of people do just the opposite. All right. So they might come down. I'll do it at an angle like this. Why are they standing like that? It's to protect their own knee. All right? They're covering their knee so you can't kick it. But at the beginning, just raise the bottom. You pressing down here, you're pressing up with the bottom of your foot. And it should help your balance quite a bit. Okay, one more time, Jill.
I would add that I'm just at the cusp of, I probably shouldn't be doing this, but I will.
Pay no attention to it. Just go straight on through.
Okay.
Yeah, you sound a little froggy.
Oh, yeah. Got a cough.
Okay, so Jill, you're going to need to review these last two moves a little bit, and
Oh yeah.
we did them last weekend in pretty great detail. So if you go back to recordings from last weekend, you'll be able to follow right along with them. Um,
Mhm.
I meant to do this last weekend. I'm going to do it right now and send each of you a sheet of paper with all the names of all 24 moves on there. All right.
Uh-huh.
So give me a second right now and I'll send them to you right now. Okay, so I sent them to you, so you'll get them there when you have a chance to check your computer and print them off. Um, Let me show you what the rest of this section looks like. All right, so I'll start where we were doing, and I'll do all six moves. Anyway, we get toward the end there, right? Jill, what do you think?
About
Catherine, you can see it's very simple. What?
It's complicated.
No, 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 it's very simple. Very simple. So then the next move is called wade forward. All right? Watch. Now, you already know part of that move, all right? Because it's just a repetition of this. All right? It's exactly the same. The way you're facing, the angles are a little different, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. So after you push forward, finishing a raised knee, all right, I'll do it at a little bit of an angle. Push forward, you just step up. And then relax. And 1, 2, 3. Well, you're just standing there relaxed again. And then you're going to whack this guy. You're going to whack him, and then you're going to kick him. Whack, kick. Now, we don't execute the kick, but it's there very gently. All right? So it's there, all right? And you just kind of raise your knee a little bit. You could kick though, all right? So looking straight forward again, step up, relax. Repeat what we did earlier in the form. And now I'm going to shift my weight from the right to the left as I hit and then kick. And then step out. And I'm going to sink on the leg that's carrying my weight, which is this back leg. I'm going to sink and go under my danchin, and then over my danchin, and then back to center. Boom. So what are you doing in that last little bit? I'll do this at an angle now facing this direction. Under, over, and back to center. All right. Okay, so what are you doing with the under and the over? That could be several things. It could be elbow strikes. Elbow strike. Elbow strike. And then boom. All right. Or it could be shoulders. All right. Shoulder. Shoulder. And boom. Or it could be both. It could be shoulder and then elbow. All right. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right. And boom. And then there's a china thrown in there too. I would have to have somebody here to demonstrate. Suppose somebody had grabbed hold of my wrist. All right. I don't think I can do this. Imagine that that's there. All right. And some guy's got hold of my wrist. All right. I go under, and now I grab his arm. He's got hold of my wrist, but I've got hold of his. And I'm ready to shift my weight this direction. He's almost certainly going to have to move. All right? So you go under, and then you grab his arm, his wrist. And now I'm shoving my weight this direction and I'm pulling him along. So there's a lot of options here. But what you should think of is this is a ball here. All right? This is a ball. And this ball is turning. And that's what's going to give you the power. It's always what gives you the power, but you can really see it here. So maybe, all right, maybe I'm going to give this guy an elbow. But if you think about your elbow, you're missing your engine. Think about your engine. Under, over, right? That's what creates the power, is shifting your weight and turning your dantian, or you could just say turning your waist, right? Under, over, and then over again, back to center. All right? Now I'm standing a little bit forward like this. All right? One hand up about shoulder high, the other hand about waist high, or dantian high. Step up, relax. Whack that guy. Huh? Whack that guy, throw. All right, now I'm going to whack him again and kick him and step out, under, over, back to center. Now from here, for the next move, I'm just going to move straight in like that. So it's very simple, right? But that's where this ends. Jill, is this clear? How you doing?
I'm kind of falling apart.
I can tell.
Yeah. What would really help probably for me is if you could actually like do the recording and send it after the class so I can watch it again before tomorrow.
Oh, well, I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
All right. So when you do this, I like this move because I really like that under over kind of stuff. It feels really good to do. Just relax. And I'll do this with my back to you a couple of times. The problem with having my back to you is you can't see what I'm doing. So we have to sort of at least start facing you, right? Again, the end of raised knee, step up, relax. So it's a nice short little move, right? You're not moving too much, but a little bit. Let's do the feet. Let's do the weights. So the weight is forward on the left foot. All right, step up. Now it's all on the left foot. All right, the right foot's just helping you balance. Shift back to the right. All right. Shift your weight to the right. Open the left foot. All right, now all my weight is backward here, but I want to hit this guy. So I'm going to shift my weight forward, and that's what's going to power this. It's going to shift forward, and it's going to look like my knee or my leg and my arm are moving at the same time, but they're not. this is true not just for this move, but for all the moves. The arm comes first. Then knee, the upper body comes first, the lower body follows. However, once you get comfortable with it, it looks like it's all happening at the same time because they're so very close. And I'll show you what I mean. There's a distance between your shoulder and your hip. The shoulder's going to go first, and the spiral is going to go down through the body, and when it hits the hip goes. So it's shoulder and then hip. So they're very close, but they're not exactly the same. If you get good at this, they will get so close that you would swear they're going at the same time, right? But they're not. It's always 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. I'm kind of exaggerating, right? 1, 2. Right? 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Because don't forget you're kicking. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right? We just don't do the kick. We don't do the, you know why we don't do the kick? Because Tai Chi people are so evolved. They're so spiritual and wonderful that they would never do something like that, right? You probably didn't hear that, but Annie just yelled, it sounds like a lot of hockey puck to me. All right? So, 1, 2. All right, and now let me turn a little to the side here. And then you want to step out with the foot you've just kicked with. All right? You want to step out. Now, watch this foot when I step out. All right? It's not this. Boudet. It's never that, right? You actually come down almost like you're going to go down here, right? And then you sort of float out. It's like how a cat walks. I don't think I can find it here right away, but there's a book, a Chinese, yes, exactly. There's a book called the Chinese Tai Chi Classics. And it's a series of like 20 poems. One of the poems is only one line. It says, walk like a cat. Right? This is walking like a cat, right? Your weight stays back. Right? You just put that foot out like a cat. Step left, right, stay on the right, open the left toes. Now shift the weight to the left, step out to the right, but your weight's still on the left. Under the dantian to the right, over the dantian to the left, and then open a little bit, just a little bit to the right. All right, so you're just to the right of the center line, because the next move you're going to go back left again. Make sense, Catherine? All right, guys, let's practice that a couple of times, and then tomorrow we'll spend some more time on it. Okay? Wade forward. not the same. Does that help to see it from the back?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do one more. Good. One more. Got it? Good. Okay, tomorrow we'll go on and do that too. All right. Guys, have a great day. We'll see you next time.